Here is my review for The Legend of Korra, Season 3, Episode 11, entitled The Ultimatum. So, no summarization this week. I just want to get down to the nitty-gritty of things in this episode, so let's just jump right into it. And so the first thing I want to talk about is what is with Mako and Bolin's grandmother in this episode. She was just acting up in this episode. It was funny. She was like the star of the show this episode for me. Because the first thing she does, she didn't want to leave her home. Like, she wanted to just die there. So luckily, Bolin ends up just grabbing her and getting everybody on the ship. But before she got on the ship, she had to go. She had to go and get that picture of the Earth Queen. Because, she just loved the Earth Queen. She loved her some Earth Queen. And then right here, this is like the funniest moment in the episode for me. But she also ends up saying how Korra and Asami are good girls and Mako should date one of these girls. I'm like, you don't even know. You don't even know. You don't know, Grandma. You don't know nothing right now. You setting something off that shouldn't be set off right now. It's funny. It was just funny. Everybody's all awkward, like, yeah. And the last moment is when everyone is gonna try and be useful, deciding on what they're gonna do while they wait for the call from Tenzin. She's like, I'm gonna take a nap. I'm like, all right, yeah. That's good. That's a good idea. Because I think you need to go to sleep. I think you need to go to sleep. Go night. Go night. But my question is though, why were you even in the room with everybody like that? Because I mean, where were the other freaking people from the family? They weren't there. Like, why you gotta be there? You're not even of use. You just. That's stupid. I don't even understand. But I love that girl. I love this scene with Iroh and Korra, also with Zuko and Korra, because even though she can't connect to her avatar state, she still has people around her that have this kind of wisdom that can guide her and help her on her decisions as the avatar, So I'm glad Zuko is there, and even though Iroh's dead, she can connect to the spirit world and talk to him there, And I mean, Iroh is he has so much wisdom. And Zuko, he has a lot of wisdom too now, actually. That's what I like about this episode, because it shows that when Korra went to Zuko can actually give her some kind of guidance and tell him what you gotta do. Just be like Iroh, kinda. I like that. I like how he did the speech and everything. His delivery needs to be a little bit better, but nonetheless, it was good. I like it though. Also, you get confirmation that the Fire Lord is, in fact, Zuko's daughter. So hopefully in Season 4, we can actually get to see her and how she looks and how is she? Like, what's her personality and so on and so forth. I wonder if she talks about honor. Besides Granny being the star of the show, we also gotta give props to freaking Tenzin. I can't even say my boy, because honestly, I was dogging on you, but this episode, man, Tenzin went in. He told Zaheer that you can't have it your way, Burger King. He told Zaheer that you are a child to a master. Tenzin showed how fierce his airbending really is. I honestly can't believe that Tenzin was actually able to 1v1 Zaheer and actually was winning. Like, let's go. And it's about freaking time that we get to see Tenzin actually do something worthwhile, actually show how good you really are as an airbender, because I always was skeptical of just how good you really were, because you always got knocked out, you couldn't do nothing, we called you freaking Sleeping Tenzin because you were always slumped on the battlefield, but not today, baby, not today. And honestly, it also gave me a lot of respect for Tenzin in this episode as well, because even though he was beating up Zaheer and everything like that, he ended up getting ganged up by the rest of his crew, and ultimately it's just like, he's just in a corner, getting beaten up by these three benders, and it's just like, dang. And you know what, though? That's okay, because the thing is, you never gave up. You didn't give up, Tenzin, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what a real man should do right there. So, you got my respect, Tenzin. Good job. It's kind of funny. This is like the first time we actually seen Airbender versus Airbender, so, it's also a nice little match we got to see here. Not to mention, we also actually get to see, like, the full-on style again. Like, we're not seeing, like, pro-bending kind of bending anymore. We actually got to see, like, honestly, like, last Airbender type of bending going on here. It was just like the style was there, and it was just fluid motions and everything. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful fight. I loved just the scene and just how Tenzin was just almost kind of predicting what he was gonna do, because he just knew. And that's what it goes to show that he is actually a master. And I guess when it comes down to it, if it's an Airbender versus Airbender, Tenzin does have the upper hand. All right, I got a question. Why would Zaheer say it's nice to meet an Airbender master when he's met Tenzin before? I mean, if you remember, Tenzin, Zuko, Tanrock, and Sokka faced off against Zaheer in the gang and threw them in jail at that time way back when, if you remember. So it's kind of odd that he made it seem like, oh, this is the first time we met. How you doing? I'm Zaheer. Though I think the reason why he's probably saying that, and it's kind of more so maybe like a joke in a way, is the fact that back then he didn't have airbending. Now that he has airbending, he can say that to Tenzin, and Tenzin is a master, so I mean, it's kind of like maybe in a joking manner, or even more, maybe he just has appreciation for airbenders, and it's like now that he's finally an airbender, he can say something like that to him and make that kind of comment, because back then maybe he couldn't say that. Or I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm honestly kind of like thrown off by that, because I mean, that's not like a bad part of the episode or anything. It's just something that was kind of like odd. You know? Hopefully I'm not the only one that caught that. Also, the last thing I want to talk about is the state of Ba Sing Se. So, we basically get to see what this freedom is. In this episode, we see what the freedom is that Zaheer wants. That the Red Lotuses want. It's a bunch of looting. Yep, just people going about looting, stealing things, and setting things on fire. It's fire out there. So yeah, it's everything I actually imagined it would be, you know, this freedom that Zaheer talks about. So overall, this was a great episode this week of The Legend of Korra. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The only thing I wish they could have done was instead of Kai messing with the Combustion woman, Jinora could have been that person to do that. You know, she's always just kind of like sitting in the background, not really doing nothing, and letting Kai, you know, do all the work and stuff. I would love for her to go out there and actually show what she can really do. She wanted those tattoos. She says she's a master, so I'd love to see her actually go out there and get her hands dirty a little bit. You know, all the other girls be doing it, so you should do it too, Jinora. So, yeah, leave your comments below and tell me what you think of this week's episode of The Legend of Korra. Like you like this review, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Legend of Korra reviews from me. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmaster, and until then, people, break out.